Hi, I am the artist Richard Lyle, and in today's video we're going to paint a scene with a picket fence and flowers. I will be doing this painting in my gallery from a photo. Here is a copy of the photo I used. I do not try to exactly duplicate the photo. I just use it as a motive. Just like I would use the location view if I was there. I am an artist and I do not have to paint everything. I do try to be honest and keep a painting close enough to the subject so if they were to go there, they would know that they were at the location of the painting. Here is a copy of the painting. As you can see, I left out the dirt farm trail behind the fence, as I did not feel it added to the painting. So let's get started. Here I am doing a transfer to the canvas. Now I'm doing my underpainting. Here I am putting in the foundation painting. This is the local color. I block in all the big shapes and use this as the base for the painting. You may be saying, why do I go through all this work with an underpainting? Remember, we are just painting in big shapes and it goes very fast. Time to look at the fence closer. I think this will show you why I use an underpainting. The underpainting has many rewards. The biggest one is it adds color to your painting so it does not look monotone. With this close-up of the underpainting, you can see how I use a very thin layer of paint and use the white of the canvas to set the values. Note how the posts are painted yellow and the grass red. Yellow is the reverse of violet for the posts, and red is the reverse of green for the grass. This is an example of reverse color painting. The other big reward is it helps to set up for happy accidents. Here, in the close-up of the section of the fence, you can see just a few brush strokes, how real the posts look. I just let the paint do its magic. I will keep moving around the painting, just adding layers of paint. With each layer of the painting will become more refined. Now, we're going to look even closer at this section of the fence. Let's look at the shadow on the one post. Shadows are warm at the source of the shadow. The reddish horizontal post is casting a shadow on the post under it. The reason for the shadow to be warmer at the red post is that the light is reflecting back and forth between the object casting the shadow and the object in the shadow. Now we are going to move in closer. Here you can see how much warmer and darker the shadow is right under the red post. You can feel the warmth, but the reds and the yellows just growing there. You can actually see the light bouncing back and forth. Also, you can see how the shadow is getting lighter and cooler as it moves away from the source with more cool blues. We are now going back to the place in the actual painting process that we left to look at the close-up of the post. Now you can see that I'm starting to work on the flowers. I jump all around the painting. I don't stay in one place very long. Now it's time to look at the flowers closer. Now, I do not know what kind of flowers this was, but it had very thick woody branches with a blue-purple flowers, and the flowers also had a good size orange center button. The first thing I did to start refining the flowers was I randomly placed all these orange dots throughout the area. I then started to add random dark violet shadows into the area. Then I added petals randomly around some of the orange dots that were still visible. I also added some warm green leaves around the bunches of flowers. Here, in this close-up of a shadow area in the flowers, you can see the warm green leaves that are getting some light. You can also see the cool dark violet flowers hiding in the shadows. In this close-up of the cluster of flowers, you can see just how random the brushstrokes are. You can see just how I let the paint do its magic. The cluster looks so natural and just glows. When you're painting in the plein air, you learn how fast things change. These flowers change. In just a few minutes, flowers disappear in shadows and others pop out in view. It's just more important to get the big shapes in and let the paint do the rest. Back to the time-lapse painting. Here you can see me slowly putting in all the flowers. Now I'm working some on the grass. So, the paint is complete now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something or found something interesting. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you and have a very nice day.